They bring the double at Booker. Book on the spin. Fires for the win! Got it!
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, now you do. He is ridiculous. Okay?
Can you get me a bucket, 3D? Welcome to Game Time Live. Chris Miles here with Dennis Scott. Devin Booker, clearly one of those guys. I don't know if you saw Kawhi Leonard walking towards the end, just like angry that happened. Don't see a lot of emotion out of him, but a great play by Book.
Great play by Book, Chris. Let's take the fans back. I think it was last summer. Devin Booker was getting double-teamed and triple-teamed in pickup basketball.
Yes.
Now you can see why, Chris. This young man has really worked on his game, taken to the next level. He's a walking bucket. If you don't get the ball out of his hands in situations like that, he takes it and buries you. So tonight, just the threes, the free throw line, just look at his patience as you watch these highlights, people at home. He's under control. The Clippers could never take him out of his rhythm. Just one of those type of games that once you see one shot go down, the second shot go down, then you get to the end of the game, under control, two big-time defenders, knock it down.
So in his 4 years in the league, he's averaged more points, more assists year in and year out as we see Paul George's hand right in his space and Book still able to connect. What does that tell you about his ability to keep getting better, even though the bar was pretty high when he first came into the league? We know he can, score 60 or 70 points in a single game for you.
Well, Chris, to your point, he realizes that if he wants to be an all-star, if he wants to be one of the elite players in our league, he has to put in the work. And that's what he's been doing every year. That's why he's improving. Like I said earlier before the break, it's about now of staying healthy and just taking his team to the next level and let some of the scoring help it to winning. And I think when that happens, that's when he becomes an all-star.
It's easy to look at that one shot. It's easier to overlook Monty Williams and the job that he's doing with Phoenix. They've won 5 of their last 6, dating back to early March before the hiatus. And now they're the only team in the restart to win 3 games. Can
Chris,
Phoenix still – is there enough time for them to catch that final spot out west? They came in today 3.5 games out.
Well, Chris, we talked about it at halftime. Everything that's going well starts with Monty Williams of changing the culture. Now to the second part of your question, I'm not sure it's enough time in the Western Conference with Portland and New Orleans, all those other teams ahead of them. But the fight that you see, you're excited if you're a Suns fan. The front office has to say, once again, Monty Williams is doing all the right things, getting this young team to play the right way. Think about it. Ayton missed all those games. So just a matter of those guys understanding there's a process and a culture, a way of winning, and Monty's teaching that.
So you mentioned DeAndre Ayton averaging 19 and 12 this season, his second year. He missed the first 25 games, and that proved to be costly for this team. So let's talk about the pieces surrounding Devin Booker. Ayton, Cam Johnson has looked nice in that 3 position. Dario Saric, Ricky Rubio giving you double-figure scoring and almost an assist. How do these pieces fit around Booker, and why is it working so well in this particular time?
Well, I think Ayton, to your point earlier, once, get a full season, he's proven now he can be a walking double-double. I think Rubio's done an excellent job with his professionalism and taking so much pressure off of Devin every half-court set where he can run the play and Devin can run off screen. Cam Johnson, you mentioned, starting to make some shots, starting to shoot the ball like we thought he could coming out of North Carolina. I think it's all about Monty Williams continue to preach the culture the right way, and can they continue to get consistent stops? Let's call it what it is. Phoenix Suns, when you start playing a better defense, you start getting stops, along with the offense that we've seen, then you become a better team.
3D, you also, in your career, played for an up-and-coming team and looking at teams that would dominate the Orlando Magic back in your days. Right now, the Clippers were that team for the Suns. They were 14-1 since October of 2016 against Phoenix. So when you're trying to come up and you have a team like the Clippers that are good, to get that monkey off your back and to be able to win a game like this, how big is that for a young team?
It's huge for your confidence and huge for the fact that regardless of the situation of being down in Orlando and not traveling and all that stuff, we've gotten that now. Now you turn the page and you realize you got to play good, solid basketball. And once again, we're not going to break a beat a dead drum, so to speak. Monty Williams is making sure these guys are playing the right way in this situation, and that's why you like what you see. And you see the standings there. The Phoenix Suns, after 3 games, very much in the mix. And the Clippers, they played a good game as well. They just got
caught with a final shot by Devin Booker. So, I mean, these pieces, you see Cameron Payne getting a steal on Kawhi Leonard, finishing on the other end. What do you see from them as a team needing to improve? What's missing with them to take it to that next level?
It's that consistent defense, Chris. We already know that. We know now that the Phoenix Suns can score the basketball. But down the stretch, they got the stops that they need. How many times have we talked about teams like Sacramento and Phoenix? Well, they find a way to lose the ball game. Tonight, that didn't happen. They got the stops, they got the rebound, and they executed down the stretch. Those little things carry on and give you the confidence you need as a young team to build for the next game.
All right, we have another game in progress right now, Orlando and Indiana. And it seems like it's the Pacers continuing to play well. TJ Warren came into tonight's contest, 87 points in those first two games. Let's head out to the broadcast.
And he can do so much when he gets the ball. Without him and his ability to pass as over the top, Justin Holiday gets beat, they're not able to get free the same way. And that's really what they're learning here in the seeding games. How do they get these guys involved in it?
And we want to say hi to Domas, who's out in L.A. We know he's been watching the first two, now the third Pacer game. And in fact, you said it, when Domas is number 3 in the NBA in passes and number 6 in touches. That's how much the Pacers run their offense through him.
Right, and guys have to read it. Now, McConnell's got to figure out a way. He takes that to the basket. He's got to figure out a way to get the ball back to McDermott and let McDermott take that shot, because you've got to get him warmed up.
And now Fultz ricochets off the left hand of Holiday.
Well, after it was off of Sampson, I'm not sure where that pass was going.
Steve Clifford coached in Charlotte, where he won 196 games. Magic looking to get to the playoffs for a second straight year. It'd be the first time since 10-11 and 11-12. And remember, back in 2012, the Pacers beat the Magic in the first round.
Good hands by McConnell. Yeah, he was trying to make up for the last play where he didn't score. But he came up with the steals and then did a nice little pirouette. But that was more of just, hey, I got to make something good happen.
First basket for McConnell. That was the 6th Orlando turnover. The Pacers have scored 8 off those. This is a good matchup to watch. Sumner guarding a terrific shooter and scorer in Terrence Ross, and Ross is called for the offensive foul.
You just see McConnell, he backs Ross under the basket and then steps away from it and gets it off the glass. And then Ross got the offensive foul on the other end.
Ross had 25 on Sunday when they beat Sacramento 132-116. Justin Holiday, and that's an illegal screen. It's on Sampson. Indiana did not have a turnover, Quinn, in the first quarter. And that's their first of the game. Pacers shot 17 of 24, 71%, 7 of 12 from distance, and led by as many as 23. Carter Williams, they look inside.
You got to watch Gordon with Justin Holiday. Great job by Sampson, except you can't let him split you. If Sampson's going to
13 points now for Aaron Gordon, leading Orlando in scoring, but it's TJ Warren, 3D, put it up, 17, 6 for 6 from the field.
Hey, his new name is TJ Cash for Considerations Warren, baby. Give me the ball, I get buckets.
I feel you, 3D. Indiana, 2-0, looking to go 3-0, just like the Suns in the restart. And no one